4 months. Again, we evolve with times. Technology has catered for a lot of issues that have to do with fatigue. Any teams, no, they should manage the load on their players. Any catcher will say, select 11 players, but our team no our squad of how many? Over 11 players. And if per the scientific approach, if you monitor the load of a player, then you do proper load management. Now, we have football managers who are not managing. They are talkatives, and Klopp is one. How? Beba. As a manager, what do you need to study the trend and know how to go about it? Now, out of your will to compete and win, you overburden players, and then there are players on the bench who don't even get the time to play. Madrid Bayo or say Gonzalo Garcia and Bobby, do we have a problem? And to Gonzalo Garcia Obenya overburdened. Are we getting what we are saying? And again, the total number of minutes you play commensurate with what you take home at the end of the day. Bonuses, allowances, plus your wages or your salary. And if you are Virgil van Dijk, now we have enough rest in the last 4 years, emanating accumulating through 4 months. There is a financial compensation to cater for that. Sebe, you can't eat your cake and have it. Yes. It is either one. Oh, I come here. Guys, I hope you are getting the point. So football now, and yes, the players, because the players alone don't make the game. They are a key part of the game, but they don't make the game. Only honest. Debbie Cowher is Romanega. No, buy no say. Then the Leroy Sané. Only so buy and for no renew or call. A dintia, a bre, a sika. Or Jessica no do buy and for yes, can so in titus or tears, Yananka or body. The enke the money at the be account, but guaranteed figure now open yen to me. The can performance related. Omuni and the tikokum, menkne, me ko Jessica fufro. Players are demanding exorbitant fees. Their agents are commanding huge amounts. And you think football clubs should not make money because I was a player and rest. Why are we trying to overly think about the players and ignore the other side of the game? Football, a business now. A business oriented.
No one so business no swear. I say players no swear do business. Say now be question. Football no business now. And I'm asking say a business almost run a business no so like if you complain about fatigue ni we are the global football chart. Naturally, these footballers no they are a microcosm of a larger picture. I don't think globally footballers are overburdened. No. A small fraction of the football population and that is because they are geniuses and their managers have failed to manage their load. Madrid team players in Anabre. Players no more Madrid in Anabre. Just help me. It is not the full representation of what is happening to footballers worldwide. No. I think there are bigger issues to address in football, like racism, than a tournament where my matches do into Momo Montenegro. No, me sliding Newton. Yeah. No problem. Back on track.
There are certain questions we need to ask ourselves.
Said,
is it the fact that there's no inherent? If you agree to it, say. Do we agree to that fact? Say in here rest. And no here rest now. Mrebeni from more rest. You see, o check Fifth Pro. Or no anka find in the research our say out of 1,500 footballers from the 2023-24 season, 54% HSA the workload na wo players no so no Emma be bringing injuries 54% out of the 1,500 which means they would need rest but baby I'm in a club what differences kakran say club is looking at the whole issue from the coaching perspective. That is where I'll buy into a bit into the Michael Okan. Football no, now is not all centered around play. They are the key actors.
That's a trophy general who be on shut down for attention.
Yes, but I am say in Sembi say now Barcelona confess now come because Omaji La Liga, Omaji way into.
Just say more than shut down for attention and say trophy. Just said the first and I say, you know, no, because one price now watch that is the trophy. No, it's come for the price. Say be a major Premier League, menya say,
yeah.
But said the makers a matter for say, or mutu mukwen mukokoja 120 no. Will be at the end me back with the next mania says Canada account. So and the trophy number bet is a bonus.
I had the main glory.
No, one to the American say. Mitchell say. So what to me climate could do the apex of the tournament and say be on the final. No, what watch dia? And I'm mad this what to me jia on 120 million euros. Bene Auckland 4 on meet from the buy their body. Obe Pescano. Brazilian clubs. Obe Pescano.
Every competition biano. Oh dear, oh team wa ko room no kotoko go stars be ko Africa. They know so mo ko Africa.
But now one it doesn't mean America some money zone so correct say there was nothing like some money zone right from the groups ni nyina no sikaba patres mo say pe mu bi ade kakra I didn't think you buy say I was so qualified for Africa me busa bi kokoro so ntimi nkoje
yes
go stars so ntimi nkoje
it has been the main motive of every championship competition even time when sika enye main way no now World Cup earlier now after yeah more implemented it wasn't sika name motive no after coming in a patch come for sika wasn't the motive but be make free banana na make us was slide no sika ebamu as the motive of competitions but it has never written off the main focus
no competition in the
Argentina World Cup na so no it was never about sika omo kono calculate all their target and say after Maradona mo call you win your trophy be nothing. Brazil for don't come to tournament say be pesika you will come to be a kwa na the call you will come to be a Brazil for they come with wanting to extend legacy and all that but look I want to conclude here and come on you did no my paper the key subject of Nkomono my paper me say we are looking for performance at the Argentina Florentino Perez one Laporta I didn't know SMT you know Argentina champion Europe for the bar say okay free local Champions League you know category B or has a monko bamo de na be most so come Argentina UEFA yes because of elitism and the rich nature of the competition I'm for so group stages no matches ni one man interest yan kwhwe is a do akiri kakra and until Madrid for the Barca for na Manchester and kofu say yan pene montimo every time sabu sabio Argentina a CAF CAF football league ne buy African football league they didn't try to buy now was Samu yi a filter so a man crofobia was rock boy whatever we are discussing here no club ne regard on the comment and say physically mentally me wahai and you my whatever I do here no but chairman knows say over you so me am an impact on the me babe e can me we have to tell so I can say Maria Tanandra
you see new
omo perform footballers no you have started proper season injuries best set up be Liverpool for instance Olusu Salah you know say be can
again that is where the problem is you people are not properly diagnosing the issue. Klopp is speaking to this and they're relating it to the Club World Cup. Liverpool players where are they?
Oh no, Liverpool.
No, he's speaking globally about football. But the Club World Cup
Liverpool players around Liverpool. Good. He spoke like a technical man.
And I make sure what James say in the Premier League. If you tell me, say next season in the Premier League injuries a bit me akosra, then you are limiting it to 2 out of 20.
Sama me, Pep Guardiola. Sama me mama me nwe asa sama me Pep Guardiola on the central in the bisa no wadi kan ka say bi mo amanti no mo kasa but mama dey o say almost start a Premier League na from November kono what dey shara yentie Pep Guardiola on Premier League yentie no
to be here because at the end many teams complain about the competitions because they are not here. Otherwise they would love maybe they were here. There will be their media here, there will be their supporters here, they will be. I try to don't think about it, otherwise I will be so anxious. So I try to be relaxed, to enjoy the days here, the good vibes that we have, the competition, to try to win it, and the most important thing, to recover to find or refine ourselves what we were. This is my main target in this tournament, is to the way we play in the training sessions, in our training sessions, especially in the games, they can feel, oh, this is what we were. This is our path again to try to be competitive, like we have done during I would say 8 years in the last 9. So that is incredible, but it's the truth that we have been. This is the main target. And after, when it happens, hopefully in the final, we will rest the time like the Premier League allowed us to rest, and game by game, month by month, we will see. And maybe in November, December, January, as me Pep. So listen, we are a disaster, we are exhausted, the World Cup destroy us. I don't know, because it's the first time in our life that's happened, right? So we will see, and mentally I think we played that competition like it was a World Cup or European Cup for the national teams. So like it happened to take care of the players.
They said they walk on national team our ball World Cup and as Euros.
Inti fancy near Guardiola Kano. He knows a lot about why India Man City airborne competition will be behind the scenes. Oma catch and why it should be there. But he's saying, see through November, December, January, na say BBC injuries, bra. Then they will revisit the tournament.
Also, no bad tournament.
Yes, maybe. But the same tournament nana earlier, Utiena was say, or they prepare, they want to find, rediscover themselves. Yeah. So it's not an honest response from. He's not being honest. No. You are not being honest. First of all, he stated
a creative window because one or say. Yes. Tournament and here one. Yes. And I say 2 or say 1 man city for nama or more create my identity.
Yes. Because Manchester City struggled last season. So he want to find a groove or whatever started the season. But you do December, November, na clubs be yes. Na clubs be yeah dear China. And I say or struggle. Then he will revisit the same issue. So what I say. But the American say the question that we need to ask ourselves and they say, do we need and I say players omu here rest fancy. The question and the answer is that they need rest. Time ben yemfa rest anymore. But baby a club will say free no. The American nyadwen say he's only speaking from the perspective of coaches. But world football no say it's not about coaches and players alone. Behind the scenes, when your audience with the managers, with the owners of clubs, he will appreciate why I was on Moye. But sir, Okasa from the coaching perspective, dear, you always agree with Jurgen Klopp. But now, you see, now can new team make instances with national teams. They are not under any restrictions. Say PSRB or FFPB or restricted. National teams are just going to enjoy their game. But for clubs to be very competitive, you need to buy. Buying, you need to stay within range. Say, I keep the team running. Wow, say, young 4 baby, young breaking any rule. So the woman say, no, sorry,
we will be back say NSA you see a field no the man Stone Boy yeah omo you see a field no the man Baptist or you omo you see a field no the man Reggae Boys we will be back near Lambase NSA for no my back say oh say I found more so yes can run it they say no don't destroy I don't make say no hold it here
different context
and let me say you overburdened the players because you say omo demand more you omo nine back no o say omo demand more ntino o pesa obeba season bebu no abubu who are now the performers
no they host to make it new yen nyina ye wa hai yen nyina ye wa hai yen bisa ho say players ni here rest they need the rest emrebe no mu here rest no owners of the club now what's omo ko pesika to stay in business do they need that yes
open contract worth 300,000 pounds no
but
no go premier league nin kwa this canama
this whole thing about
so what I say so we've gotten to the point to say I was say both the administrators the coaches any players now at say never a middle ground because player be I assigning on contract no you are under contract say any competition and I say give you some player you are eligible to start and play for a team no player be into me home free competition whilst they are under contract with clubs but they also say they need to listen to the administrators no more problem if they listen to them and appreciate the issues and as the problems of face here then there could be a middle ground say now we come to generate revenue there then you're finding a bit because me international break you say I am for 1 month more matches in inferior so the players now
Sasa na Arsenal ga raising yen hade man we season no ade che
omo Malaysia kobo
omo pay dey
omo pay ska ho so what I say inti okaze national team
non-competitive game
T
omo de one man boy
with no
omo de one man boy
na you know anybody okase technical me I want to defend that that game no go
counting the number of games or the competitive
what me out then see a play of it baba can group so ya we ya man can group no ko tu numerical one chen ho no your friend load so on akra ko fom ni man ni apa ni be so na ketwa na be so na obi ade different na akra no bi o baka say junction no so duro me so o duro no anso no a e dey na akra no ye
but then again Newton
ya o ko fom pen dey na akra no ye
Newton then again
it comes in Meba we are here talking about rest and I'm stressing say the issue is not necessarily about rest a load management if you are speaking rest so we took time from the UK to Thailand and it's stressful enough. So it's not even just about the game. You can get jet lagged. Okotna plane move Thailand and you're jet lagged.
Oh yes.
Is it not the same thing affecting rest? So Newton, the competitiveness of a game or otherwise, on the bad rest in the side now, it is defeated.
It was for your busa se omoko Asia.
Man you for a season and or some common place will be
Man you for there.
Season and breaking
years during the mid-season match before 2 million
games no come about Asia has.
oh meboa
tournament to Barca Kabu one on their Barca
I want to ask Newton assemble yeah meet maybe sir
we na mezambra yeah also concern for so yeah be concern for so
Manchester show Asia no yeah they come go so for next season yeah they come ho ana
se Barca for tournament we be anka mo say Hans Flick and be soldier because when say one Barca needs money to get back to 1:1.
Carafina
over so register
by
this cano
now on prepare Daniel Momo guys mo no
about 10 what's that any omo
at the end of the day we are looking for elite performance at stage of the game
maybe send you to
Liverpool final
what did the point of Frentune Perez or per clubs be tiomo number competitive match because fans no audience need per big games no
I didn't know we cried about say me say didn't know me some kwoti Super League
because
Super League ne iska
because I must say cho no gum clubs no gum cho enti mo to so na bi ya busa asem mama yansa no o se denti no kwoti omo no they said say some of the games need be a waste o man kasa man kan
no musika ni so
no man ka de meso me de no Oman games ni be waste. Oman games ni be waste. Ya you man no chef o camera da so. Oman games ni be waste. Obonani enti ofie. They say some of the games ni be hu hia. Na your Liverpool Madrid boy it costs for us wait you born one time free wise ka ba corner na form ni nyina no e waste kwa. That's the essence of it. Main significance of that tournament and say when we boy you wait for wait. When we boy wait for young clear Ruby Kazan for no kuba bi.
Imagine my for back club work. By this time come we in Bembo crowd.
Simple solution to this
it's
problem.
always not about money. It's about elite performance. Who are the performers? You need them at the latter stages of the competition. You need your top players.
No.
You need to also enhance performance.
Money na more off meba tie.
Meba. You need money to enhance performance. Ojitum. Liverpool recent member. Oh, baby, you need money to also invest in rest. Liverpool recent training center. No, me the rest na here. And your rest no there. Madrid stadium now on my gym to enhance the pitch standard.
Performance enhancement.
There's only one question. If football administrators, they say Ruminiga,
Performance enhancement.
if Ruminiga and the rest all the time no more engaging media no, they say the coaches enya pressure ekasana, ebia coaches and other players will shut up. Ruminiga and his lies. If all the time no omo appear before the media. Ekasa to say the coaches kasana and players ni coaches ni be shut up because as a coach what your contract and they say bonus say na was here the amount when you win you don't think about how they are going to get that for you. With himself once I'm winning matches we know I'm entitled to this. Me know what you say you need elite performance at the highest level. Inti Florentino Perez ideally nyina
performance ni players only dey na be kwa.
Yes, inti Florentino Perez asema na kan nyina no. They know
the rest na kotoy.
They know kan nyina no boils down to Semini AC Milan bomb match. Semini Liverpool bomb match. There's a high tendency there. The audience level no be control. Esa TV revenue na be buy hono and also so they need to stay engaged in a sport restrictions and you're talking of only coaches. No, you need to think about the administrators. That's what I said. So Klopp has some kind or valid point, but no also consider the part of the administrators.
To say yeah by new to juice kawie nyene ka se ebiem dia ko wan no
new to wajiska
Who share kotoko former players has former players na ya Uni the Quentia kotoko ne has former players ni na ebola Who ma ho mo na
Amaju ma ho me
ya only Club at a point that players
semi-final stages so now keep players our dressing room
I did make sure I did
you become empty
clubs in the night can also what me say now Mbappe almost Mbappe when your problem there kaka ti Ghanaian player no wa no player be na nya kaka okroma mo mfa mo boy we no miensa kire me baako
omobo
Mama just a single player. When you be a too fake.
Football.
I will say on famo. Players from Wano. Obinya broken nose that.
Obinya be that.
I'm for plaster and a so. But elsewhere more day.
Yeah, man of parent obi
me no can say what me
yeah, me say as I'm not club who can.
Because as soon pressure me dey
you don't even think about
me say Abraham.
Yes, who share 8 goals abeg you say. Who share goal now you baby your best.
When you have to because Stevo ne Asare Boadu coming same jina babe. Na Klopp no me pese bi say say ba ko say. Tama no mo kwako board the FIFA continental. You see, I'm looking at the football ecosystem, not the European ecosystem.
Place ni nyina me ba o. Almost say munya scan na place ni nyina pra. Place one mu nyina na ekopra.
Na first year started here, but in the last 10 years